All right, another work day over. It's Friday, it's the weekend. It's only 97. It was 98 degrees. It just cooled off as I walked over here. It's cooling down. That means we can get some work done tonight. There's my door panel. Gotta put that in the crew cab tonight. I told you I'd make you a video, so here we are. It's in there. It needs a lot more work. Remember there's that Banks charge air cooler. It's got rest on the bottom, but there's really no mounts on the top. It can wiggle around, and it needs to be sucked almost under that radiator. Then we can fit a AC condenser on the front. Need to make these new. I was just quick. That's what I came up with. So this was a thrash, right? Day before tractor pulls. There's anything I come up with to finish it, make it drive. Engine harness is junk. The wiring harness, I got a new one. The day before I had shorted wires on the sensor touching. This one down, oh, it was temperatures down there. Those wires are shorted. The ICP sensor I put in, the used one, it was junk. And my computer was bad. And I didn't have a hose clamp on a fuel suction line, so it kept sucking air. It ran like, it was terrible all day. I kept trying things, changing things, chasing multiple codes. Finally made all that go away, put the wrong computer in it, put the tunes in the computer. Found the hose, I wired up, just quick, terrible. Wired up the fuel pump in the tank. That's when I found the fuel clamp I left off on a suction hose. Anyways, got it all going about 1:30 in the morning. I was filling. Man, it's so hot in here. My phone died as I'm recording that. Overheated, shut down. Anyways, there's my janky wiring for that other fuel pump. Put that on, sprayed fuel all over, found my air and fuel issue. Had everything working about 1:30 in the morning. Felt pretty good though. I got all day tomorrow, half a day, on Saturday to finish anything up. Came in Saturday, started up, took it on a drive, and yeah, that's not very powerful. It's not right. Anyways, I think the tunes, and since it's the wrong computer, I need to just call Power Hungry, go on their website and order different tunes, or get my computer sent off and rebuilt, something. I think it's just a tune issue with the wrong computer, a little mismatch. It runs and drives, makes power, just not, like, it doesn't smoke. It's clean. Full throttle is clean. Every tune position, under load, pulling a trailer, 205 injector, nah, this should be smoking. Doesn't spin the tires, you know, feels like a healthy stock 7.3. But anyways, that's the inside. Oh, this door panel magically popped on there while my phone was cooling off. I actually set it in the freezer. I thought, let's just try that. The fastest thing I come up with. Just barely put the horn pad on, so I haven't tried if the cruise control works yet. I need to go drive it and see if I got that wired right. That'd be cool. There's my gauges for now, temporary, just sitting in there. I can read them. Looks pretty bad. I need something with my tune, my chip. Nothing's hooked up here. 4x4s currently just dangling, but these are just different ohms resistance. I'm gonna wire up some type of switch like this with multiple positions. That's a 70s Ford switch. I'd like to do an overhead console and put it up here with the overhead console for my fuel economy and my compass. Put that up on top, and then maybe 2 or 3 switches. I do 4x4, rear locker, front locker, stuff like that. If I guess I'm gonna 3D print me a nice little 70s looking console up there. But yeah, we threw the carpet in. It doesn't fit right up there because how I modified the firewall. But threw it in. It's an 80s seat with 70s mounts, and so it actually is bolted in tight. It's comfy. It's actually decent condition. So this was 92, 96 out of that truck. But anyways, I had this seat in the shop already. My engine harness got to put in. And then this seat is just sitting there. I just threw it in for more weight. I weighed the truck on my scales, and I was incredibly light. Could not believe how light it was. There's tractor weights under the seat. I have bags of like lead pellets or BBs for a shotgun. I just had them randomly, so I threw those behind the seat. We set the toolbox in it. I put all the weights I trust this toolbox to hold. There's just bars of metal in there. I threw the gooseneck ball. We pulled the bed before that. Put the gooseneck ball on it. Filled the tank full of diesel. Put the spare tires, the wrong tires, just a tire I had, the biggest one that would fit and close the tailgate. And when I was all done, I was still 300 pounds light. So I never got the bars built, never got flocks built. Rear fuel tank still not hooked up. When I initially weighed it, I didn't have the rear bumper on it yet, but I knew I was so light, everything I could do. So I got a bumper on it. The hitch is kind of weird. This is how low the 01 is, and I cut this from down here and welded it up there. So I did that, I mean, the same day as Tractor Pulls, just in a thrash, anything to finish it. So I made it, but it needs a lot more work. So all the body lines are not good. Need to raise the cab up, straighten it out, get different hood hinges. Just to make it shut right, I need different hood hinges. I adjusted it every way. That passenger one's all screwed up. But there you go. There's the crew cab. Once I get the engine bay, build wheel wells, move all this, get probably the stock 01 heater box, bolt it right to that firewall. That plate does remove. Bolt it to that plate. I should have my AC out here and the fan blower, and then I'll have to worry about the heater inside. But wipers are hooked up. All the lights, except for the markers, are all hooked up all the way around. High beam, low beam. Now this tank's hooked up. Nothing here. That still doesn't even up in. The tail lights, I don't know if I put that on my other video. That's really cool. The 2001 light socket actually twists and lock into here. So the brake light's tail light. This is the 01 harness coming down and around, and there's nothing's cut or spliced or anything. It hooks right up. I don't have those hooked up yet. I gotta splice that for the reverse lights, but turn signals work. It's licensed. It's all road legal. Trying to make it all. I'll put shocks on the back. The original shocks. The shock purchase come into the fuel tank that I put under here. You know, the one that's not hooked up and doesn't work, those interfered, so I ended up taking the original shock purchase, which I'd lost, so I'd take them off another truck, cut the rivets, cut them in half, weld them back together shorter, so that's in the original spot. But then the one over on the other side, it was even more of a pain, so for some reason I couldn't go backwards. I don't remember why. I don't know. Oh, this axle has the mount already on it going forward, so it's more time to cut the mount off to put it that way. So anyways, it's bolted up here, but like one of the bolt holes, this in here, is shared. Had to line stuff up. It says 1, 1, 1, and then I can't get the fourth one. It will be back down here. So I only have 3 bolts holding that shock mount on. It has to clear a bed mount here, which is, I need to put a spacer in. I got a spacer up there. There's only 4 bolts holding the bed on right now. Actually, if I could get the bed lower, this would line up better here. I didn't know that when I put this on. Yeah, actually, we measured that. I must have measured wrong because we made sure to get this as low as we could. I think we actually ground on this somewhere to get it sitting lower. And now I'm looking like it's too low. Anyways, that was the Friday before Tractor Pulls. Before, you know, I had Saturday at noon I had to be done and over there to be weighing in and done messing with it. So next year I'll build the blocks, I'll build track bars, we'll put the other axle in with the locker in it, we'll get a locker up here, get the tuning right on the motor, the whole truck will be more situated. Maybe I'll win. So, I gotta get the other tires back on, these look too small. Oh, then I went through after Tractor Pulls. I've done all new brakes, turned all the rotors, put the new master cylinder on it. When I lined up to pull the sled down in the 4 low, went to brake boost and you know, spool it up, and it took off on me. My brakes didn't hold it in 4 low. All the rust on the rotors and stuff. So it felt okay to drive. I mean, if I'd stood on them harder, but I thought I was pushing them pretty hard, and as I went to build some boost, and it just took off. So I didn't get a good launch either. But, all right, here's the short box. I don't remember if I even made a video. I started making videos on it, multiple videos, but I don't know if I even posted any. And I just got the hood 2 weeks ago or something, and really cool. The guys who shipped it for me, They took a Heister fork and stuck it right through the underside down here in the structure. So I gotta fix that. It's pretty good. I had to grind on stuff a bit already just to get to how you see it here. And I actually only have one of the two hood mount bolts in on both sides because it's angled. I can't get the other one until I ream the hole out. And at 80, 90 miles an hour, the hood floats really bad. It scares me that's gonna fly up, and both latches catch. I mean, it's down tight, but when you drive, it shakes around. So I need to get the other bolts in. That's gonna help that stay down way better. Just pulled the cowling off to put the hoses on for my spray nozzles. Got all that fixed, working. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I showed you this truck. It's got to get a paint job on it. I took it drag racing, ran in the 12s. I think the hood's 15 pounds lighter than the old one. Google says drag radials on this size is about 20 pounds lighter per tire. And then this seat in here, this whole assembly is like 125 pounds or something. So if I pull that out and do a bucket seat, I think I can lose about 200 pounds. And then if I hook up this nitrous, I can gain 200 horses. And 200 horses and 200 pounds, I think will make it a lot faster. So I don't know what I'll do tonight. I got the door panel on. That was one of my plans on that one. Let's go park that back out there. I need to clean the shop. It's a disaster everywhere in here. But I need to wire that nitrous kit. There was a Hellcat here, and I wanted to go talk crap, see if I could beat him, but I don't know if I could without the nitrous, so I didn't. But alright, I better get to work on something. Here's some great advice. Before you drill a really odd hole in your intake that you want to thread to 16th inch pipe thread to put this little nitrous nozzle in at an angle, just like that. Yeah, before you do that, try that again. There you go. Got this mounted here, kinda. That hose is gonna come around, clear the fuel bowl. Yeah. Find your 16th inch pipe tap, because those are not everywhere. And I know I have one. I know I do. I used it. I built a oil line for the turbo on this four-wheeler. Another project I never finished. But I threaded that fitting to 16th pipe because I could find this fitting, the flare to go to there, so on and so on. It worked. Cleared all this off. Around the four-wheeler, under the four-wheeler. That was the last place I used it. Alright, well, if it's not there, you'd think, it's going to be in the tap drawer. Of course, full snap-on kit don't have 16th inch pipe thread. That's just not common. Dug that out of this drawer. This drawer. Went through every tap. Found these drill bits that don't belong in there. I found extractors that didn't belong in there. Turn you around, yeah. Extractors in here. Anyways, kind of went through there. I got to put that back away, put it back in. Nothing there. And then you got the catch-all on the side of the toolbox. Went through all that. I'm like, oh, I got drill bits in here and random stuff. And voila. 16th inch pipe tap. So, now I can thread that. Well, I don't have the right letter drill bit. I got like 5 drill bit indexes, but I don't have a letter index. I should probably get one. Anyway, so I'll thread that and then take that off, clean the shavings out from the inside, and mount that, put some dope or something on here, have under here done. A while back, I actually already mounted the wide open throttle switch on the pedal. The first click, the idle validation from PowerStroke, and then right there, full throttle. So I just gotta tighten the screw up a little, but it's there. It looks awkward. There's not really a lot of places to put it on a drive-by wire system, other than right on the gas pedal. So, but hopefully my hose is long enough. Go from here. I'm gonna go in the cab, under the carpet, into that bottle behind the seat. Ah, it's working. Alright guys, sun's going down. Time to go home, I guess. Wifey wants me home. I got that solenoid all mounted, and that's as far as I got. Clean the aluminum shavings out of the intake. Yeah. I'll make this one a video and do something tomorrow.